Episode 33, Story Time, Arendor and Ethiel. Welcome back to Train the Dragon. This is a space for men who choose strength over shame, discipline over impulse, and Jesus Christ over lust. If you're here, you're not broken. You're powerful, and power requires training. Jordan Peterson once said, a harmless man is not a good man. A good man is a very dangerous man that has that under voluntary control. President Dallin H. Oaks said, the purpose of the gospel is to train us. Here's a story, the weight of the cross-bearer. Arendor set out at dawn when the mist still clung to the low hills, like unspoken fear. With him walked a healer of wounds, both seen and hidden, a cross-bearer trained not in steel, but in mercy. His name was Ethiel. And though his hands knew how to bind flesh, his heart yet trembled in the face of darkness. It had not gone far before the air thickened. From the broken ravens rose the enemy of the kingdom, swift and cruel, led by Donach, whose name was spoken only in warnings. Steel rang, voices cried out, and in the chaos, Ethiel's courage failed him. He fled. Arendor fought as one anchored in truth, but numbers prevailed. Bound and beaten, he was taken alive. Carried towards shadowed strongholds beyond the inland hills. Ethiel ran until stone gave way to sand, and the sea hissed at his feet. There, crunched at the edge of the world, he wept for Arendor first, but for his own shame. The smoke dragon found him there, not in fire, but in whisper. You're too small, it breathed. Let another carry the burden, find relief. Forget the cost. It offered him forgetfulness. It offered him ease. But Ethiel did not bow. Instead, broken and hollow, he turned away from the shore and wandered upward towards the cold, thin air of the high country, where lies grow quiet and truth grows sharp. There at twilight he found an old knight. The man was bent with years, calmly dressed, a fresh kill beside a fire. He did not look up, yet spoke as one long acquainted with being seen. You may come, said the knight. You already known. The hunger overcame fear. Ethiel stepped forward. They ate in silence at first, then words came slowly, halting. Of hatred, learned too young, of neglect that shaped his bones. The smoke he had breathed at once called worship. I thought it would make me strong, Ethiel confessed, but it made me alone. Old knight listened without flinching. Smoke promises warmth, he said softly, but it never gives light. Only the fire born of sacrifice does that. For the first time in many years, Ethiel felt safe. When he woke, the fire still burned. The night was gone. Only warmth remained, and peace at dawn. Ethiel rose with resolve, heavy as armor. He sought the brotherhood and told them all his failure, his fear, his turning. They did not cast him out. Together they traced the path of Arendor's capture. But as they neared the enemy's lands, the smoke dragon returned, coiling its lies around Ethiel's thoughts. This way, it urged. You remember? Trust yourself. Ethiel faltered. The brotherhood saw it, not in his words, but in his face. They halted and prayed, not for direction, but for intervention. And the unseen knight answered, not with a map, but with memory. Ethiel remembered the fire, the silence, the truth spoken without accusation. He endured the confession, named it, and had lost its power. Claire returned like breath after drowning. They pressed on, steadfast, unafraid. For though Donach held chains and walls, the true enemy was neither sword nor stronghold. It was the smoke dragon, and it was being unmasked. The rescue yet lay ahead, but the turning had already been won. Story time. And we'll be back for more stories soon to come.